Hello, my friends. How are you? Welcome back to On the Road to the Wolf, and I am your host, the Wolf. Also, sell drinks a lot. If I have any French watchers, I apologize for the terrible accent. I have the reason for this is I have a croissant. Oh goodness, it is a chilly morning in Texas. Yes. Okay, so we are back at it again. A nice cold morning. Did another painting last night. This time, okay, I have in my cruises that I've gone on, I have this little plushy Among Us character. Back when Among Us was, just starting out, or a little bit after it had started out. It's kind of like the between now and then. Sounds like the beginning of the story. The time between then and now. Crystal cracked. I played Among Us with my friends, and my favorite color is green, so I had picked like a green, and I also did like a fedora and like brown jacket kind of thing for this jacket here. So I had that particular was my character. Then I found these little plushies online. I've talked about this before, I think. But I figured I'd refresh for some people. Anyway, I have a little plushie, and I found out it was a squeak. It had squeak inside. It has a squeaker inside. I'm a little worried about it because I don't want my animals to get a hold of it because that'd be scary. Anyway, I'm staring at. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I take it on the cruises and I take pictures of it in multiple places. So I painted the green guy, and that's what I painted last night. So. It's a buttery croissant. Oh, it's so good. My my glasses just have a organism in the car. I really like Jordan. He's pretty cool. Then, okay, when I started thinking about him, I started thinking about a shtick. That's something that you get known for. I was like, do I got a shtick? You know I got a shtick. Anyway, my intro is only for these videos, lap it ups. I don't do it for anything else. And then there's also my outro. So my brain kind of processed I'm driving and everything on the road. Maybe I could, fake it, woo, after I drink something and put in a car crash or something, and then be like, oh man, that was so good. But then I'm like, at some point I might accidentally turn the wheel and then like get into a wreck. Yeah, don't play around behind the wheel. When you're in a 50 mile an hour going 37 because some very concerned and not rushed individual, you know, or if you're going like really fast, you don't want to do any fast movements. I think that's that a lot of people don't pay attention, like they're not spatially aware of where they are versus other people. The thing is that you can't be aware of everything. That's totally true. But I think that like there's something to be said for spatial awareness. Like know that there's a rearview mirror where those vehicles are, you know, and then you have a general idea that that vehicle that's been following you at that particular far pace back there, if you look this way and they are no longer in your line of sight, you have to presume that they are still keeping that same distance until you look back. The fact that you aren't staring at them doesn't mean they're suddenly going to rush you. They might. But anything could happen, so you have to run along that fine line of, you know, what is expected versus the unexpected, because you cannot predict the unexpected. Why? Because it's the fucking unexpected. I want to call them accidents. They're accidents. Which, some things are weird because we make rules for some of the for simple accidents, like things that you think would be everyone would know and be normal and, you know, would figure out. But since something bad happened, we're going to make a rule or law about it so that everyone has to adhere to it. But the thing is that at some point somebody's going to end up doing it again because people aren't paying attention or something. A friend of mine was talking about the military, where they had, like, stay hydrated, right? So they now had you drinking Gatorade and taking on salt packets with you, because there was one kid somebody that died. They hydrated. They were drinking a lot of water, but they were out doing something. I can't remember what it was, but I started noticing that they were getting kind of like, they were acting like, go sit down in the shade, relax, call a medic, come over. But I can't remember. I don't know the full story, but basically the person drinking a ton of water, but I think they ended up either something. I think they died. They got too overheated. They were not putting in electrolytes. They were just drinking water. And since this one person had this happened to, they made this rule selection. It's like they have salt packets, they have Gatorade, stuff with electrolytes, and it's like, okay, that makes it makes sense to a point, but like, you think that it would have been like something that been like, okay, yes, drink water, but you're going to be out here sweating buckets. People need to drink stuff with, you know, electrolytes and stuff. But now it's like a rule. And now it's law. Or whatever. And I'm just like, then again, sometimes laws are reminders. Not everybody sticks to them too. It's like speed limits. I have people complain about seatbelts. And I can understand it from a selfish perspective. It's like, It only hurts me if I don't wear a seatbelt. It's like, yeah, it also hurts your family when they see you hanging over your steering wheel by the gut with your body on the fucking... Anyway, you know what I mean? So, anyway. So, might be a good idea to just go ahead and get an actual drink. So, today's drink of choice is another limited edition Season 2 Fallout Arizona Energy. It is the low-cal version of the pomegranate energy drink called Power Pomegranate. That's right. And it's got dog meat. Oh, let's see if the taste is any different. Oh my God. Sorry, reading sign said upskill, reskill. I'm just like, what does that mean? All right, let's bust this can open. Nope. My reaction is probably a bit overblown. I was far enough away, but it's just the fact that it turned yellow. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. Right. You're looking at 30 calories and 7 grams of carbs. Okay, because the other one was 32, 31. So, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. This is a very, very similar flavor, obviously. But it feels a bit meatier, but not as sweet. Or maybe it's just because it's less sweet. Yeah, sounds like it. That's right. It's not bad. Actually, I kind of dig this over the other one. Blackbird, crow, go take your food and shove it in the water. Make it moist. Moist. Don't say that word. It's so gross. Okay. But that's good. I like that. Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm kind of digging the low-cal. It's not bad at all. It's got a nice flavor to it. Pomegranate's good. It tastes a bit meatier in the pulpiness. You know, like you get watermelon, like Blanche or watermelon or whatever. Not Blanche. You get the juice versus like orange. It's like crushing it. It's like smushing it up, getting the orange out of it, getting the orange juice, drinking that, versus eating a wedge of orange. You still get the orange juice, but you also get the texture, and there's a bit of a you get another flavor, slight different flavor, and that's from the pulp basically, which I like pulp. And it has a flavor too, that is just a slight difference, in my opinion anyway. Maybe not scientifically, I don't know, but that's what this tastes like. It tastes like a little bit more like you got some of the, not just the pomegranate juice, but also a bit of the meat in it. So it's kind of neat, like that. Anyway, definitely gonna be drinking that. It's an energy drink, so it's got 190 milligrams of caffeine, no synthetic colors, no artificial flavors. For information, let's see, a bunch of ingredients. That's a lot of ingredients. Oh, it's not just ingredients, but it's also like manufactured by kind of thing. An American company. Prime, issued by Vault-Tec Agricultural Department. Oh, cute. Green tea, welcome to New Vegas. Lucky 38. Oh, explosive taste. It's got polyphenols. I like that. That's funny. That's not bad. I like that. I mean, it's probably still the same. Like I said, I like it, but it's still, the flavor's not, I think it's probably a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. I can't decide if I want to give it a 7 or an 8. I don't even like being more technical about it. The thing is that, like, is it better or worse than the other pomegranate? The other pomegranate's sweeter, which is good. And I can't remember if I gave the other pomegranate a 3 and a 7, or I gave it a 4 and a 7. Because this, to me, is kind of a 4 and a 7. 6, 7, no. Kids. I'm just going to end up being a grumpy old dude. I'm going to be like, well, 6, 7. Fucking kids. Huh. I think it's what's expected of me at my age. It's just to be grumpy, walk with a waddle, and have a pristine house, and just be a grumpy hermit. I don't know. What's the expectations I feel like I think that people want of a big dude in their mid years. Really, I'm over mid, considering I'm over mid. I'm higher than mid. But anyway, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it another 4 and a 7. I think it's what I gave the last pomegranate. It's good. It's not what I'd probably drink on a regular basis, but if somebody said, "Hey, I got this Arizona low-cal," sure, yeah, I'd drink it. I'd drink the other one too. Good drinks, has a nice Arizona tea flavor, same tea flavor you're used to when you're drinking Arizona tea, and yeah, it's low calorie and tastes like pomegranate. So if you're into that, drink it up. Anyway, as always, I'm gonna head into work. It's right before the weekend, so everything's gonna be fun. I've got some painting I want to do, and I'll catch you guys on the flippity floppity. I'm Sir Drink Slide. I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. Just kidding. Bye, guys.